April. From the big to the small, this month is full of natural activity. My goal is to safely catch as many of these animals as I can find, and although it is difficult at times, I often find myself in the right place at the right time.
Hello everyone, it is the 5th day of April and I am currently walking down to a small stream where I hope to find some frogs and present them to you guys. So, let's get to it. There's the creek, right there. I was going down there to look for the frogs. And right in this area, right here, I found the garter snake. So what I'm gonna do now is actually go in, there's a bunch of bamboo over there where the lighting is much better, and I'm going to give you guys a better look at this snake. All right, so now I'm in this bamboo forested area, and here he is. He is mostly like a dark gray color, and then he has these 3 light stripes running down his back. And that is how you know that he's a garter snake. And there he goes. Anyway, those light stripes tell you that this is a garter snake. Now, I found him out in that open grassy area, which gets a lot of sunlight. And that's actually why he's so active right now. He was basking in that sunlight, getting as warm as possible, so that if a predator did come along, he would be able to escape. The warmer they are, the faster they are. And this guy is pretty warm. When they're this size, they eat a lot of invertebrates, which means animals that don't have bones, because those tend to be very small and easy to swallow, like worms and little slugs. But at around this size, they can actually start eating animals that have bones as well, like baby mice and little frogs and things like that. So they do have a lot of diversity in their diet. They'll even go after fish every once in a while. And now I'm back out of the bamboo. And without further ado, I am going to let the snake go, right back where I found him. So I'm just gonna put him down right here. And there he goes. All right, now that I let that snake go, I'm gonna go down and do what I meant to do in the first place. Look for frogs. Let's see if I can find anything. Okay, so what frogs will often do is actually bury themselves in the mud in the bottom of the stream. So what I did was I dug my hand around and I felt something squishy. So whenever you're digging your hand around blindly in the water and you feel something squishy, the obvious thing to do is pull it out. And here's what I found. And there he goes. All right, I got it back, and now I actually have a better hold on it. But this is a bronze frog. Now these are also known as green frogs, but as you can see, he really doesn't have that much green on him. He's mostly just brown or bronze colored. So not very exciting, but it's what I came down here to see. And it's not very big either. They can get a whole lot bigger than this, but I'm still glad I succeeded in my goal of catching a bronze frog today. Goodbye. as you can see, I am currently in the middle of nowhere, and today I'm going out to look for salamanders. And salamanders really like this wet weather. So I flipped these in the past, but I've never found anything, so let's see if there's anything under them today. Oh, there we go. See that right there? All right, here's another look at this salamander. He's really not much. He's just a plain black redback salamander. But still a salamander, still pretty cool. I'm going to let him go. And one more. Oh, there is one. Right there. All right, here's the other one. He is way smaller than the last one, but still just another little black redback salamander. Here's another look at him. Now you can actually see him a bit better. But anyway, I'm just going to let him go right back under this log. Alright, I ventured off trail a bit because there are a lot of good logs to flip in here. So I'll see if I can find any more salamanders. Nothing. 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 Nothing, 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 nothing. Alrighty, here it is. This is the swamp. Alright, so I've spent some time at this swamp before, and it is really, really difficult to find anything. So I'm actually going to follow it down to where like a bunch of creeks come out of it, and I'm going to explore down there.
One hour later.
I am cold, I am tired, I'm wet, I'm hungry, and I have found nothing, 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 nothing. Alright, so today I'm walking down to a park about a half a mile away from my house. And it's about 80 degrees out, so it's really nice temperature to find water snakes out in the water. There's just one little problem. Yeah, I broke my arm. I was riding my bike out here in the woods when I crashed and broke my lower arm. But I can still catch snakes, so let's get to it. Alright, here I am. I'm right down at this creek habitat, and I'm going to see if I can find any snakes. Alright, there is a water snake out there right by one of those rocks. I don't think you guys can see him, but I'm going to go try and get him. So let's see if I can get my first water snake of the year. Right here, crawling on my bag, is the first snake that I've caught with my broken arm. And this is a northern water snake. Alright, here's another look at this northern water snake now that he's a bit more calmed down. Now, as you can see, he's a plain gray color for the most part, but he does have a little bit of patterning. Take a look at that. They have a really cool looking belly pattern as well. This one has a lot of yellow and little spots and splotches and things like that. He's also a nice big one. I mean, not as big as they can get, but not a small guy either. But as you can see, this guy is completely harmless right now. He's literally just sitting here looking at the camera. He does not want to bite me. He's just totally content to sit still and let me record him. They really like creeks, rivers, ponds, lakes, any kind of water. And that's because they eat things that live in water. They eat things including fish, amphibians, and occasionally rodents as well, but they primarily focus on those fish and amphibians. Northern water snakes have a nasty reputation for being mean, very aggressive, and a lot of people think they're venomous as well. but they are none of those things. In fact, the only time they'll ever bite you is when you first pick them up, and that's just out of defense. But it's nothing to be terribly afraid of. Alrighty, here he goes. Right back in the water where I found him. Alright, thank you as always for watching. And before you leave, here's one last thing that I found. This is extremely exciting for me because this is my first ever queen snake. I've never seen one of these before. Here's my finger for size comparison. This thing is absolutely tiny, but it is the first queen snake I have ever seen. Super, super cool.